Pisces, this is your reading for April 2022. It is for sun signs, rising signs, or if your moon is in Pisces, you might want to tune in. It's a general reading. It won't fit everybody, but if it does, claim it. If not, move on, come back to it at a later time. Also need to mention too that I don't do personal readings, so if anybody's approaching you pretending to be me, block and report. They're hitting a lot of light workers. They seem to be very active on Instagram. Unfortunately, Instagram doesn't take down the scammers, and people get scammed, so be alert. If anyone approaches you pretending to be me, it is not me. Okay, block and report them. All right, let's get started with your reading for April 2022. I'm using the Shaman's Dream Oracle for some overarching messages, and then I will follow up with the Gilded Tarot, Pisces. Okay, let's tune into Piscean energy. Piscean energy. What's coming up for you, Pisces, for April 2022? I'm seeing... Are you like feeling like you're a bit imprisoned in some way? Because I'm seeing a window with bars on it. There's something that is restricting you that you need to literally break out of, Scorpio. This won't be for every Scorpio, Pisces. This won't be for every Piscean, but it could be a message for some, a group of you. Sometimes I even bring forward messages for one person. That's just the way it works. I trust that when you're looking at this reading that it is divine timing for you, and that the right people at the right time will be listening to these messages. Pisces. Yeah, there's something about moving. There's something about, I'm seeing, hard work in moving, hard work in traveling, hard work in getting from A to B. Reconciliations here. This came up in Scorpio's reading as well. Stars in the sky, limitless possibility. So reconciliations coming back into alignment with something. Could be coming back to your tribe, coming back to people that you have been parted or separated from. There is a reconciliation going on here. Now, stars in the sky, limitless possibilities. You're doing a lot of gazing at the navel, so to speak, contemplating where you need to be, because I'm seeing the fives here. I'm seeing change. You have been undergoing and experiencing a lot of change. You are finishing a cycle, wanting to begin something new, but there's a gap. What is that gap, Pisces? Preparations come to fruition. Perhaps it is preparations. So if you feel like that you can't close down a cycle and begin something new, it's because there's something that you haven't done, some action you haven't taken, some preparation you haven't made. What is that? And we've got surrender. Again, Scorpio got this card. It's about letting go. This is about the caterpillar transforming also into the butterfly. So there's a catharsis taking place here, a transformation. So you are in the middle of change, but you haven't quite finished with an old cycle yet. Rest and renewal. Maybe that's what you need to do while you contemplate this next cycle that you're moving into, because horsemen are heralding change without a doubt. Change is all over this reading for you, Pisces, in some way. Now, I'm getting a lot of messages about time to replenish, rest. That's come up twice now in this reading. Right use of power. I guess when we don't look after ourselves, we are misusing the power of self-care. So don't deplete yourself, because these cards are showing that you're in the midst of quite significant change, and you do need to prepare for it, prepare for change in some way. it will be, it's like a puzzle. You know, there's a last piece here that's missing. And I think you obviously intuitively know that. What's happening with Pisces? Pisces for April. Following up on these messages, Pisceans, April 2022. Pisces, April 2022. Okay, so we have death, endings. There are endings here. Absolutely there are endings. Closing off of cycles. Three of Cups, circles of support. So, you know, that could be what you need to take that next step. Put all the support. Gather up your support resources. Put them in place to prepare for this next cycle. Now, the Nine of Wands, again, you know, a lot of rest is needed here, Pisces. A lot of rest. Sometimes just needing to say no. Sometimes just needing to take time out. Four of Cups. In the past, some kind of disappointment here, but there's one cup remaining. This is emotional disappointment. And we have the Two of Wands crowning this reading. You have pathways you can choose. Something will come to fruition in time. In fact, I think I pulled that card for you. Something about something coming to fruition in time. But there's a choice that needs to be made first. Now we have the Nine of Pentacles in the immediate future. This is money and independence. Now that's looking good. There will be an injection of money for you in the immediate future. Or not will be, could be. There are new starts. I mean, the tarot is just mirroring the messages that I got for you in the oracle cards. Knight of Cups, Horseman heralding change, movement, and clairvoyantly movement, but it's tiring. You need to rest. In the hopes and fears, we've got the Ace of Swords. So this is around using your voice. You may be worried about using your voice. You may be, this might be a primordial type of fear about your voice, using your voice. But I see how powerful the truth is when you do use your voice. So maybe it's time to step beyond that fear. Seven of Wands. Yeah, feeling like you're under siege a bit. There's an open door there, you know. But this person's standing their ground. Standing their ground and saying no. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles. No, you're not going to hurry me. Yes, I'm going to do this properly. Yes, I'm going to cover all bases. And that, I think, is the missing piece of the puzzle. Make sure that any change is sustainable. And we've got Five of Cups. And let go of that disappointment in the past that things may not have worked out the way that you may have wanted them to. They rarely do, and they do, you know, sometimes that happens for a reason. We don't get the perfect picture. You're not going to get that perfect picture. But what you get is going to be extremely valuable, and it's going to be sustainable financially, including financially, energy-wise, sustainable. King of Swords, make your plan, make your preparation, make your strategy. Yes, cycles are ending and beginning for you. All right, that's your reading. A lot of change that you're experiencing. Be careful with, you know, exhausting yourself. Rest when you need to. Take time out when you need to. In terms of the big picture, that big thing that you're after, Pisces, the piece of the puzzle that you're missing is that you need to make those preparations, gather in your resources, and make sure to slow it down. Make sure that what you are doing is sustainable, because that Knight of Pentacles doesn't need to stand at the door and defend themselves and think, oh gosh, I wish I could take off through that open door. That Knight of Pentacles makes sure they're solid. It's the slowest moving knight in the pack, and there's a reason why. It's known for sustainability, sustainable effort that bears fruit. All right. Thank you for tuning in, Pisces. Bye for now.